Hey everybody, welcome to Monday, May the 4th in the year 2020. I cannot believe it. We have 2.5 weeks of school left, including today. You guys only have 13 actual school days, and then it's officially summer. It's been a really strange, kind of interesting year, and I still can't believe it's wrapping up, but it is. So work really hard this week. Get as many of your assignments done as you can because I know by the end of next week, the teachers really want all of your work in so they can get your final grades done for your report card, okay? All right, so let's talk about the weather. Really good temperatures, highs in the mid-50s, lows in the mid-30s. Partly sunny. There's definitely some cloud cover, but I can see the sun. So if you can get out today for a little bit, get out there, get that fresh air. Really good for you. All right, and let's talk about our foreign language for today. We have moved on to the continent of Asia. So I'm going to show you this map really quickly of Asia. If you notice this big, huge part up here in the red, all of that is considered to be the country of Russia, major world power, of course. They used to be referred to as the Soviet Union. They were a communist state, and you can see in the bottom left hand the flag that they had when they were the Soviet Union, the red background with the hammer and sickle and the star. That used to be their flag. But in 1991, all those countries that we talked about last week and some others, the Baltics and Ukraine and some of these other countries kind of revolted. They used to be part of the Soviet Union, and there was this huge revolution, this time of warfare, and in 1991 that war ended and those countries separated, and Russia, the Soviet Union, became Russia. And so if you look down here, this is their flag since 1991. Again, those horizontal bands. So like I was telling you, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, all those other countries that have those horizontal bands kind of derived from, the Russian style. So their white stripe symbolizes nobility, kind of a royalty kind of mentality. The blue stripe symbolizes faithfulness and honesty, and the red stripe represents courage, generosity, and love. And so in Russia, they speak Russian, the language called Russian. And so to say hello, if you get up here to this word, you can see it. And if we pronounced it the way we pronounce our alphabet, we would say privet, probably, or something like that. But in their pronunciation, you say privyet, privyet. So privyet to you guys today. And I'm going to move on to our observation today, which should be pretty obvious to everybody. It is Star Wars Day. It is May the 4th. Which is kind of a malapropism kind of pun too, because it references May the Force be with you. So up here you'll notice I have the original trilogy posters, and this first original Star Wars movie was released all the way back in 1977 when Mrs. Smith was only 4 years old. And I can remember going to the movie theater. I was probably more like 5-ish when I went to see the very first Star Wars movie in the movie theater, and it was amazing, and I totally fell in love with it. And that's my shirt. I do the classic representation. I like the original trilogy the best. And then, of course, later on came episodes 1, 2, and 3, with episode 1 being released in 1999. So 22 years later. It took a really long time for that next series of movies to come out. And then, of course, at the bottom, the movies that you guys probably are more familiar with, episodes 7, 8, and 9. Episode 7 being released in 2015, so not all that long ago for that series. Okay, so Star Wars Day is our observance today. And to go along with that, I am choosing the word of the day. I'm choosing the word fictional, which I know it's not necessarily something you've never heard before, but I just kind of want to go over it. If something is fictional, it is made up. It's make-believe. It's not real. So what I want you to do today, I want you to connect fictional with our observance Star Wars Day, and I want you to pick something out of any of the Star Wars movies that is fictional. And I want you to use all of that together in one sentence. So I'll give you an example, okay? Luke Skywalker is a fictional character in the movie Star Wars. Okay, so there you go. I want you guys to find a fictional character or place, and I want you to put that in your word of the day sentence using the word fictional. And then let's talk about our brain teaser for today. Remember that on Mondays we do malapropisms, and so I chose some examples of Star Wars malapropisms, and I just want you to choose one. Remember, there's a word being used that is not the correct word. It sounds really similar to the correct word. So I want you to look at these and I want you to pick one. All right. So I'll start here in the bottom left corner. It's Luke Skywalker and he says, "How can Vader be my father? We don't even look alike." And then the one next to him says, "This armor doesn't fit well." And then right up here it says, "I'm Nacho father." And over here in the top right, it says, "Sale at the mall. Everything's half off." And then in the bottom right corner, it says, "Is BB hungry?" And then it says, "No, BB ate." So I want you to pick one, and in the comment box for the brain teaser, I want you to tell me which word is wrong and what is the right word to be using. Okay, so again, making sure that you're trying to get your points for today, dropping your sentence of the day in the comment box with our word fictional and referencing Star Wars, and then drop your answer to the brain teaser in there. I'm going to check online programs from the weekend for points. Remember, if you get time today to get in, I'll check tomorrow morning for points. May the 4th be with you today, and I'm going to leave you guys with our foreign language goodbye in Russian. It's a really long looking word, and it's not as hard to say as you would think. You would pronounce this "do svidaniya." Do svidaniya. So I'm going to say goodbye to you guys. Do svidaniya on this Star Wars Day, May the 4th. I hope that you guys have a great day. I hope you're setting yourself up for a great week, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.